Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just kind of a quick update on what's been going on, and then I'm going to answer some of your questions as well. Anyways, let me give you a quick update on what's going on. We moved. I got a cat. This is Frankie. Can you say hi? Look how cute you look. You're so cute. He is 5 months old, June, July, and he is crazy. He is basically a dog. His name is Frankie, by the way, Frankie Flowers, after Frank Ocean and Brittany Flowers from The Killers. He knows how to play fetch, and he's super snuggly, but he's also crazy. But we're getting him neutered end of the month, thank God. That's him, and he will be popping up in some of my vlogs and other videos. So if you see him, that's Frankie. He's the love of my life right now. I love him. Other things that have happened. I feel like the last time we spoke, I was just starting to become vegan basically, and I'm still vegan, but it's been a learning process for sure. I've just been taking a lot of time to cook and juice and learn what the hell I'm doing, which is new for me because I don't cook. Along with that, we moved everything in, everything looks great. Gus traveled, and I'm actually traveling back to the Midwest next week. Yeah, it's just been kind of crazy and kind of busy, but all good things, and I'm back and I'm excited to be filming more videos for you and hopefully be doing more things. I feel like I haven't got to really explore Seattle yet because I've just been so crazy busy and trying to be a good mother to Frankie, so I'm excited to explore Seattle, and I'm excited to take you guys with me. Anyways, that's kind of what's been going on with me. A lot of you guys have asked me some questions, so I'm going to answer those right now. Okay, so the most requested question that I got was, what do I do for work? So basically, I guess I don't talk about this that much, but I am an executive assistant / graphic designer for a real estate agent in Bellevue, Washington. I have an amazing boss. I have an amazing team of people I work with. It's a great job. I like it. It's a 9 to 5. That's kind of what I do. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. I know I got some questions about job stuff, so I thought I would just kind of start with saying that's where I work, that's what I do. Okay, so let's get to you guys' questions. Question number 1. Is there any advice you could give on finding jobs? I plan to look for an office job. Okay, so for me, I found my job on Craigslist, which is kind of random. You can find a job on like any job site. I really like Indeed. Indeed is a really good one, but I like Craigslist because I feel like I don't want to work for a place that's super serious and like you have to be on time at 9 a.m. you have to leave at 5 p.m. or whatever. I don't want to work in a situation like that. I want to work in a very like chill atmosphere where I can swear if I want to, or I was very lucky to find the place that I found. If you're trying to find places, I would definitely suggest Craigslist. I mean, obviously, you know, be careful and, you know, don't do anything stupid, but I would check out Craigslist. I'm getting a kitten too. Can you talk about where you got him from and the whole process? Sure. So I have been looking for a cat for over like 3 years basically, and I was always a little hesitant to get one because of landlord situations, or I wasn't financially ready to have a cat, which is not like a dog, but Frankie is kind of like a dog. It kind of just happened. I didn't expect it to happen so quick. You know, we had just moved in and then all of a sudden we got Frankie, but I found Frankie online. He's a Persian. I grew up with Persians, so I knew that I wasn't allergic to them. I'm very sensitive, so I'm allergic to dogs, for example. You don't need to tell me how much it sucks. I know how much it sucks, but I'm actually allergic to cats as well, and I'm kind of just finding this out, so I am slightly allergic to him, and trying to work through that and figure that out. But the process was, I found him online. I reached out to the seller, and she is so cool. She's so nice. Met up with her, met Frankie, and fell in love with him instantly, and that's kind of how that worked. Okay. Do I need a car if I live in Ballard? Generally, how much is parking per month? So you don't need a car if you live in Ballard. I used to work downtown Seattle at the Nordstroms. Somebody I worked with, they lived in Ballard and they would commute from Ballard to Seattle. And I think it was like a 20-minute drive, which is not bad at all. So you don't need a car if you're asking like, do I need a car to go to work in Seattle? Like, no, you don't need a car. The transportation system in Seattle is pretty good. But with that being said, it's nice having a car just in general. Like if you want to go on a hike or if you want to go to Portland or something, like it's nice to have a vehicle. The second part of that was how much is parking per month. So I don't pay for parking per month. When we lived in Tukwila, I did. We paid $100 a month, which was stupid because it was Tukwila. But in Seattle, I would say you're looking at like $100 a month to like $150, even maybe a little bit higher depending on the security of where your car is. In most neighborhoods, I want to say like they have on-street parking, but if you don't, you might have to pay for it, and it's a bitch. There's not a lot of space in Seattle. It can definitely be a burden. So budget, I would say like at least 100, but if you want to be safe, budget 150. When leaving to work, how early in advance do you have to leave to make it on time? Okay, so when I leave, so I live in Seattle and I commute to Bellevue. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. Commute to Bellevue, it takes me about 25 to 35 minutes. If traffic is really bad, it could take me 40 minutes, but it usually takes me like 25 to 30 minutes, which is awesome because when I lived in Tukwila, which is more south, it took me at minimum 45 minutes, and at the longest it took me about an hour and a half. There was one time where I was in traffic for an hour and a half, and that sucks. So if you're thinking of moving to Renton or Tukwila, I would say it's going to take you at least 40 minutes to get to Bellevue. As far as Seattle goes, it could take you about 40 minutes as well, maybe a little bit longer. The thing is, everybody's trying to go to Seattle in the morning. Everybody works in Seattle, right? So it takes a long time to get in there. But if you're doing what I do, I'm basically doing the opposite. So if I work a 9 to 5, I'm basically living in the city and going out of the city. So it doesn't take me as long. But traffic is a bitch here, and I don't think everybody realizes that, but it's definitely something to consider. It's not great, and if you have more specific questions, I would definitely leave them below and I can try answering them, but it's kind of the sitch. So I'm planning to move to Seattle and hopefully get a job along filmmaking, producing, graphic design, or any kind of design communications. Do you think there's a fair scope in the city for that since it's known for tech stuff? Absolutely. I mean, I do design stuff in Bellevue, and that's, you know, in Bellevue, but like Seattle itself is very design oriented. That was definitely a draw for me to come here. I have a design degree, and I knew from doing research and stuff that Seattle was like a very creative hub of people. So if you're looking to do creative stuff here, it's an amazing place to be. For example, I follow somebody on Instagram named Michael Moody. He's a graphic designer, but he works for Amazon and does a lot of type things. You should definitely follow him or look at his Instagram page. It's incredible. Seattle's a great place to be for graphic designers or producers or whatever you want to do. It's a fun place to be. Next question. I know you said you weren't sure about staying in Seattle. Are you happy you signed another year lease and are staying? Really good question. Am I excited? Well, I'm excited that I'm staying another year. I feel like 1 year just wasn't long enough to actually say I've experienced Seattle. So I'm excited that we signed a new lease and we are actually in Seattle. As far as like staying here after this lease is over, I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do. I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, but so far I'm happy that I'm here. I'm excited, and I'm excited to kind of explore the city and see what it has to offer. Right now, currently, I don't know if it's the place I'm gonna end up, but I have a love for Seattle for sure, but I'm itching to kind of explore a little bit more. Do you drink? I saw on your Instagram that you don't drink. So no, I don't drink alcohol. That's for maybe another video if you guys want another video on why I don't drink, but I do not drink alcohol. Anyways guys, that kind of wraps up this video. I hope that, you know, you learned something from this, and I hope that I answered your questions. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. Just like a heads up, I feel like I just looked on Facebook and a lot of you guys are adding me as friends, which is totally cool. I love that, but I don't go on Facebook too often, so if you're gonna message me there, I probably won't respond just because I don't like Facebook. It's a very negative place and very political place, and I don't go on Facebook that much. If you message me on there, I probably won't get back to you, so don't message me on Facebook if you want to get a hold of me. Message me on Instagram, you can even tweet me, or you can even email me if you want to. So all of that will be linked in the description below. If you have questions about Seattle, let me know, email me, ask me your questions, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I just met a subscriber, her name is Sandra, this weekend, and it was so awesome to hear her story, and she just signed a lease and she's moving over here in November. So if you're moving over here, I would love to meet you and I would love to know your story. But it's so cool to see some of you guys that are subscribers and now friends move out here. It's awesome. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!